Minority and woman-owned businesses are an important part of Greensboro's past, present, and future, which is why the city has a Minority and Women's Business Enterprise program to help those businesses thrive in Greensboro. Tiffany Jones is an MWBE specialist. So tell us, what does the office actually do here in Greensboro?
Okay, the MWBE office here, we support minority and women-owned businesses, and what that means is we will help them become a certified MWBE business with the state of North Carolina. There is a process to that we help them navigate, and then we also make sure that the city of Greensboro is a good partner to MWBE firms, making sure that we have fair business practices. We encourage MWBE firms to participate in our contracting process and our procurement practices, and so we just make sure that there's no barriers for them to participate. So we recognize that there are sometimes limitations to MWBE firms based on historical context or whatnot, and so we help to break down some of those barriers so the playing field is level for MWBE firms.
Why is the MWBE office so important? Why is it something that we need to see grow in Greensboro?
Well, when you look at the community, it's 48% minority, and 42% black. And so when we see that, we need more and more investment into blacks starting their own their jobs, their small businesses, people of color, period, whether it's blacks, it's women. And so we need to make sure that we have the resources available for them to grow. And so the office is growing, to help make sure that people can start their business.
I mean, how do we do that? I mean, how do we get the word out? How do we actually make that vision become reality?
Well, that's what we've been doing. Advocating on the ground. We got people who already have businesses in the community, having them come out, talk about how to get access to capital. A lot of it is people need money, people need to understand how can they grow, do they have the capacity, how do they join the MWBE program to be able to expand their businesses.
Becky Phillips is on the MWBE coordinating committee for the city of Greensboro. Why is this committee so important?
There's 11 members on the committee, and we advise the city manager, and the MWBE office on policies that they have in place, what we feel is working, not working, other activities, other things that we can do to make the city's programs work more effectively, help the other minority and women business owners in the area participate in city contracts. Economic development within the city. There's things like that we look at to try and facilitate.
Yvette Darden works for Century Products, women and minority owned business here in Greensboro. But you said you don't do a whole lot of business in Greensboro.
Well, our business is national. We've been in business for nearly 30 years, and we handle a lot of the safety and cleaning supplies for a lot of distribution throughout the country. We just haven't done a lot right here in our own backyard.
And so why is that, you think?
I don't know. I think it's the nature of the business, and then also new programs like this that we just have not taken the time to learn about and get involved in.
So we're, of course, standing in a historic spot in the International Civil Rights Center and Museum, and being here and kind of looking as to how far we've come, and then looking ahead to how far we need to go. What can you tell us about that, and kind of why you do what you do?
Yeah, I think we've overcome some challenges, and we still have a long way to go in addressing the disparity that exists with the city of Greensboro's contracting process, and we're making progress every single day. We see more and more minority and women-owned businesses coming into the fold, doing work for the city of Greensboro, and we want to see that grow and continue for years to come.
Is it challenging running a business as a woman? Are there different challenges, do you think, for a woman?
There are somewhat. I mean, a lot of them are the same. Things have changed a lot in 30 years. I'm in an industry that is very male-dominated, so it has been very different for me than it would be in a different business that might have more women and women business owners in it. Yes, there are definitely a lot of challenges, and being able to, to be able to work within those challenges and be successful is very important.
Why do you think this office is so important and this initiative?
To be more inclusive. We tend to buy from people that look like us. That's just who we are. That's all nationalities, and women buy from more women and men buy from men. It just happens. It's the nature of the beast. But to have an inclusive program like this, it makes everyone know that they're a part and they can be a part. So it's an exciting time.
Why is Greensboro a good place for not only minority business, but all business?
Oh, Greensboro is a place to be. Why would you want to be anywhere else than the middle of the city, middle of the state in North Carolina? Greensboro is growing. You see what's going on downtown. You see the enthusiasm around the city. I mean, the amount of investment that we've invested as a community downtown in our communities is awesome. We're growing. We're not as big as Charlotte or Raleigh, but we're getting there. More and more people want to come to this community because we're finally making investments. We're making it cool again. All the college students is here. They want to stay here. There's changes going on, and we're seeing that growth. We're seeing that enthusiasm. So why would you want to go anywhere else?
Is this a good place? Is Greensboro in this region a good place for women and minority-owned businesses?
Oh yes, the city of Greensboro is open for business. We encourage MWBE firms that are here to expand. We encourage MWBE firms who might want to relocate, looking for a new headquarters, to come to the city of Greensboro. We are a community here. We partner all across with our counties, with our university systems, and so the whole Greensboro community, not just the city, is here to support minority and women-owned businesses.
Is this a good place for business, for women, for minorities? Is Greensboro a good place to have a business?
Absolutely. Greensboro is wonderful. This is a college town. We have a lot of educated people flowing through here. We have a lot of wonderful businesses, a lot of innovation and creativity. Greensboro's the place to be.
Find out more about the work MWBE is doing in Greensboro by checking them out online. Go to greensboro-nc.gov/MWBE.